What up, players? It's Warboss tapping this mug. Oh man, I love being out of the house. It's my lunch break at work here, and I just want to say if you ever notice that my voice is usually softer in some of my most recent videos, it's because at my lady boss's place, when I'm hanging out there and making videos, it's very quiet. It's like at the top of a hill, and there are these houses like nearby, and I'm right by a window. So if I'm recording, then there might be people around, and I don't want to scare them. So I usually kind of talk low like this. But if I'm at home, at my place, then except for the bikini babes that live up the street, my neighbors, it's pretty like noisy all the time, and my windows are closed, and you can't really hear anything outside anyway. So I'm usually a lot louder in my older videos. But I don't know, maybe that'll change later. Who knows? Today we're answering Faron Adams' question for his competition that he started a while back. I hope it's not too late to answer. I filmed this video a while ago, and it just wasn't uploading, so I decided to just, scrap it, and I'm going to film it again, and maybe if I upload it someplace with free Wi-Fi, like Starbucks or something, it'll go through. All right, here we go. Why do you like the hobby? What got you into it in the first place? Favorite army, why you chose it, and favorite mini. I'm going to attach the link that has this competition rules and everything down below, so you can make a video response yourself and go and promote his channel, Faron Adams, along with the Old Gits channel and their joint venture, what was it? They're doing their own miniature thing, so let's go look it up. And then I had a total brain flub right there. Okay, so here we go. There's Faron Adams' channel. I'll link it in the description below. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so Ground Force Miniatures. That's what what's called. I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to get it wrong. But I'll link it in the description below, so you can go there, check it out, and watch the video. But I've already seen the video, so I know what it is. So let's answer the questions. The first one. Why you like the hobby? Is that correct? I think that's right. Yeah, why you like the hobby. I enjoy the hobby because of the community. And the community is so big, and so it's such a growing, strong, robust community. Even though we don't always agree with the companies that create these games, like Games Workshop is it's the big behemoth. That's because they make the best miniatures. If not the best game system, there are other game systems that I enjoy more, maybe, but most beautiful miniatures and some really great stuff lately. So I really, truly enjoy Games Workshop stuff, and they have just such a great community of people that make videos. Sustainable Center, Toxic Rafa, Paul Fam. If you're on my subscriptions list, then you are, if you're popping up here, then you are, one of the people that I love to follow. Some of these are just videos that I like to watch to entertain myself, like video game channels and movie reviews and other whatnots, silliness. But I mean, I love watching videos like from Mini Wargaming. I'm not seeing a lot of miniature related stuff. The War Master, Black Sun Arts, Faron Adams. Whoa, cool. So yeah, the community. That's what I love about it. Selena Gomez falls off the stage. What? All right, next question. What got you into it in the first place? Some of you guys who have watched my videos and have been following me for a while, you know, but if you do not, I'm going to type in Return of the Lich Master. This is a Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay scenario, and it is what got me back into it in the first place. Oh, isn't that awesome? My YouTube video where I unbook it is the only video that shows up. That's kind of sad. All right, so Return of the Lich Master is a game that it's a campaign that was written for the first edition of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, and I loved it so much. It was a self-contained episode or little campaign, little adventure that took place over a bunch of chapters. And it starts off small. You go to a town that's having a little festival, and gradually places get attacked by skeletons. First you go to defend the mine and help some dwarven miners. Then you go to a farm and help the family defend the farm. And they have like maps with where the family members are and where the skeletons are. And finally, you have to defend the town for as long as you can before it gets overrun. Then you escape downriver to the monastery where there's this final battle. There's Skaven, there's undead, there's Bretonnians, but no knights. There's no knights. It takes place in the mountain ranges where Bretonnia meets the Empire. So you've got like a cool mixture of different characters. And because Bretonnia is based on France, you've got some hilarious characters, and it's just such a great game. If you can pick up Lichmaster, I don't remember if it's called Return of the Lichmaster. I thought it was Return of the Lichmaster. No, I guess it's just Lichmaster. Okay, so go pick this up. So awesome, so much fun, especially if you can get it for like around the $20 mark on eBay or something. That's how, when I first bought it, the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay First Edition rulebook was out of print. So I actually got it from my hobby store for $4.99. They were selling all these campaign books for only $5. And I was like, I don't even care if I don't know how to play it. I will buy it and I will figure it out. And that's how I got into the hobby. All right, long answer for a very simple question. Next. So that's what got me into it in the first place. Favorite army, why I chose it. Favorite mini. Okay, so those are different. Those are different answers. First, let's look at my favorite army and my favorite mini of the moment. Orcs and Goblins, Gorbad Ironclaw. He's an orc warlord, and he's just amazing. Like, orcs, let's talk about Orcs and Goblins for a little while. Orcs and Goblins were the first army that I bought. When I was still into Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, I was getting into the miniatures side of it. I just snatched up a whole bunch of Orcs and Goblins stuff because even though I didn't know how to play, I loved the character in their figures. I loved the robes of the Night Goblins. I loved the look of the Orcs. It was just something that I really enjoyed. And you could see so much character. All the models now are getting really good character in their figures because of all the great advances in sculpting. But I mean, just the amazing detail and variety in these models. This is like one of my favorite. This grumpy old Night Goblin big boss, or boss with a claw hand. I think it's one of my favorite figures. He's so grumpy. Wartsag. Yeah, there's so much character. That's why I love Orcs and Goblins. They hardly ever, or you're lucky if you can get them to do what you want. But amazing army, and so much fun to collect, so much fun to paint. That's what I love about it. There's so much fun to paint. And let's look at this guy, Gorbad Ironclaw. He was a famous orc warlord that had a giant, successful rampaging across the old world before he was finally stopped. But yeah, he pretty much destroyed the province of Solend before they had it folded into their neighboring province. And yeah, he took the Rune Fang, he took all these trophies for himself, and here he is on his boar. So I love the figure, I love the character in it. So I have lots of favorite minis: Isabella von Karstein, Krell, Lord of the Undead, a lot of the 40k stuff. But for me, for the moment, this is going to be my pick: Gorbad Ironclaw. He is just awesome. I love how they painted on a little boo-boo on his boar. Awesome. All right. Why I chose it. Yeah. So why I chose the army was because I'm not really a competitive gamer, or I wasn't when I got into the hobby. I just wanted to paint. I wanted to get back into painting. And these figures, the Orcs and Goblins, I thought they were so fantastic, and they were so much fun. When you look at just the craziness they have now, like the Doom Divers, the Snotling Pump Wagons, the Arachnarok, the River Trolls, all of the models have just great character. And they don't look like anything else from any other army range, or miniature range. If you go to other miniature companies out there, they might have orcs. Orcs and goblins are like a staple fantasy race, but none of them have the flavor that the Games Workshop ones do. They don't have squigs. They don't have doom divers. They don't have fanatics with their giant wrecking balls. I mean, these figures are what make the Orc and Goblin range for Citadel miniatures just so above everything else in their competitors. That's why I love them, and that's why I'm willing to pay the money to collect them. Not all at once. I'm not one of those guys that go out and buys a whole company of Ultramarines, but over my lifetime, I have collected a fair amount of Orcs and Goblins. That's why I chose the epithet. Oh, this is horrible. What is that word? That's why I chose the screen name Warboss Tay, because I thought, I have all these Orc and Goblin miniatures. I might as well have like an Orky kind of screen name. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys all have a chance to get your video responses into Faron Adams competition time before it's too late. And happy painting. Latest, players!